I'm Marco Reyes, a night shift security guard at a call center in Ortigas. And for the past 8 years, I've walked these fluorescent-lit corridors without incident. My wife Anna begged me to share this story. She says people need to know what happened to our daughter Sofia. It started 3 months ago, when I brought home what I thought was a harmless gift, an old music box I found abandoned in the building's storage room. I should have known better. In the Philippines, we don't take forgotten objects lightly, especially ones that play music on their own. Let me paint you the picture of my routine. Every night at 10 p.m., I kiss Sofia goodnight. She's only 5 with her mother's eyes and my stubborn curiosity. Anna works morning shifts at the hospital, so our schedules barely overlap. 3 nights a week, I patrol 6 floors of empty cubicles, checking locks, watching CCTV feeds, logging entries in my worn notebook. The building is old, built in the 70s, with that particular smell of aged carpet and recycled air. My coworkers on the day shift joke about hearing footsteps on the 5th floor, but I never paid attention. I'm a practical man, raised by a practical father who taught me to fear only what I can see. The music box was ornate, carved narrow wood with mother-of-pearl inlays, the kind you'd find in a wealthy Filipino home from the Spanish colonial era. Inside the storage room, buried under boxes of outdated equipment, it sat on a metal shelf like it was waiting. When I wound the key, it played a lullaby I didn't recognize, something haunting and beautiful. I thought Sofia would love it. She collected music boxes, had 7 lined up on her bedroom shelf. What's one more? That first night I brought it home, Sofia was delighted. She wound it up immediately, and the melody filled her pink bedroom, slower than I remembered, almost dirge-like. "Papa, it's singing to me," she said, her small fingers tracing the carved patterns. Anna frowned from the doorway. "Where did you get this?" Her grandmother was from Pampanga, steeped in the old ways, and she'd taught Anna to sense when something was wrong. But I laughed it off, kissed them both, and headed to work. The changes started subtly. Sofia began singing the lullaby during breakfast, her voice high and clear, but she'd sing verses I'd never heard from the music box. Verses in Old Tagalog I couldn't quite understand. Anna said she'd wake at 3 a.m. to find Sofia standing in the hallway, music box in her hands, winding it over and over. Dark circles appeared under our daughter's eyes. She stopped eating her favorite foods. When I asked what was wrong, she'd whisper, "The lady in the box wants me to sing with her." I took a week off work to monitor Sofia during the nights. That's when I saw it myself. At exactly 3:15 a.m., the music box would open on its own. No one touching it, no wind, no explanation. The lullaby would play, but now I could hear it. A woman's voice underneath the mechanical notes, singing in Kapampangan, the old dialect. Sofia would sit up in bed, eyes half closed, and sing along perfectly, her 5-year-old voice matching pitch with something ancient and hungry. Anna's Lola, her grandmother, came the next day. She's 84 with hands that shake but eyes that miss nothing. The moment she entered Sofia's room, she stopped cold. "A swang," she breathed, not the monster kind, the curse kind. She explained that the music box once belonged to a woman who'd lost her child to illness in the 1940s. The mother, consumed by grief, had poured her soul into the box, singing lullabies to keep her dead child's spirit close. But grief twisted into something darker. Now the music box searched for children to replace what was lost. We had 2 choices, perform the old ritual or watch Sofia waste away. Lola prepared everything: salt, holy water, candles blessed by 3 different priests, and ginger root burned in the room. At midnight, we surrounded the music box. Lola chanted prayers in Kapampangan while Anna held Sofia, who was thrashing and crying, begging us not to hurt the sad lady. I had to physically restrain my daughter as Lola opened the box and poured holy water inside. The sound that erupted wasn't mechanical. It was a woman's scream, piercing and filled with rage and bottomless sorrow. The music box vibrated so violently it cracked the dresser beneath it. Sofia went rigid in Anna's arms, her eyes rolling back, and for 5 seconds that felt like hours, our daughter wasn't breathing. Then the music box shattered. Splinters of narrow wood exploded outward, the mechanism twisted into an unrecognizable mass, and a smell like burning hair filled the room. Sofia gasped, sucked in air, and started sobbing. Real, normal crying. That was 6 weeks ago. Sofia is recovering slowly. She doesn't remember most of it, thank God, but she refuses to enter her bedroom alone. The music boxes we haven't thrown away she won't touch. Anna and I take turns sleeping in Sofia's room every night. I quit my job at that building. I couldn't walk past that storage room again. Here's what I need you to understand. In Filipino culture, we know that grief leaves marks on objects, that longing can become a living thing. Never take home what's been abandoned, especially if it calls to you. Never ignore the warnings your elders give you, no matter how modern you think you are. And if you hear a lullaby that makes your child sing in languages they've never learned, don't wait. Act immediately. I share this because Anna insisted people need to hear it. Have you ever brought something home that changed your family? Have your children ever connected with objects in ways that terrified you? The Philippines is filled with stories like mine, and I'm learning they're not just stories. Respect what you don't understand. Protect your children from the hungers of the dead. And never, ever assume that something beautiful is harmless.